Bro, her dad comes through the kitchen door. Her dad comes and he's like, who are you? What's are you doing in my house? What's are you doing in my house? Yo, her dad grabs a belt, bro. He grabs a belt. I'm like, what's going on? He swings. Bro, I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh. And he's out there swinging the belt, you know? He's out there swinging. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For everybody that has subscribed, shout out to you. If you have subscribed, thank you. Before we even get into this video, please just like the video. I promise that you're going to enjoy it, you know. And what else do I have to say? Subscribe. This is a story time on how your boy almost got arrested.
The Chronicles of Dio, surviving life behind bars.
Yes, you guys, I almost got arrested. Now, before we even get into the story, I want you to grab your popcorn, grab your drink, grab the dog, grab the cat, grab your uncle, grab your brother, grab your sister. Because this story time is going to be one that is just going to blow your mind, bro. But anyways, let's get into the video. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. You feel me? And during my you know, in my lifetime, after high school, I took a gap year. You feel me? So during that gap year, you know, I was having a blast. Like when I say that, like during that gap year, me and my friends, we were just outside. We were just outside. Like people be like outside, like we outside now in 2025. But then outside in like 2017, 2018, bro, that was a different vibe. There was no social media. Well, there was social media, but like it wasn't like how things are now. So people were a lot more interactive, you know, like people used to come outside and play outside. Like you could, you know, have fun outside. Maybe I'm talking like this because I was younger then, but then we were outside, you feel me? But anyways, you know, I had a big friend group back then. Like back then, that was when I had the most friends ever, bro. Like back then I had a shit ton of people that I'd hang out with, you know, and we were just this one big group, so we would all go out, have a good time, you know. It was me, a bunch of girls, a bunch of guys. You guys, when I say that this was vibes, truly, this was vibes. But anyways, let's get into the whole thing of how I almost got arrested. So basically, there was this one girl that was in the group, you know. We all used to live in the same neighborhood, you know. Very attractive, you know, light-skinned girl, very good looking, you know. And all the guys, including me, I'm not even going to lie, were trying to, you know, everybody was trying to talk to her, everybody was trying to, you know, holler at her. Mind you, she had a boyfriend at the time, you know. And if I'm being real, back then, I feel like people did not have the craziest boundaries, you know. Like you could have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and then like she could still hang out like with a bunch of guys. Like no one really cared, you know. So she used to hang out with me and one of my guys. So there was this one day, you know, I woke up, it was like 12 p.m. or something like that. And one of my guys was like, Dio, what are we saying today? Back then, I'm not going to lie, and this is going to sound so weird to say, I think I was the group leader because because bro, everybody used to come to my house. Everyone used to come to my house, pull up to my house and have a good time, you know. Like my house was like home base, you know. Like before we went out, people would come to my house and, you know, we'd be like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that. So one of my guys was like, Dio, okay, I'll just come over. He comes over and, you know, we're just chilling, we're just talking and everything. And he's like, let's go and meet Vanessa. Let's just call her Vanessa, you know. I don't even really remember her name, but let's just call her Vanessa, you know. He's like, Dio, what are we saying today? Let's go hang out with Vanessa, you know. Let's go hang out with Vanessa. Vanessa used to, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of guys would try to talk to Vanessa back in the day. And a lot of guys did have, you know, their, you know, yeah, lots of guys used to, you know, link Vanessa. But anyways, Lots of guys used to gang Vanessa. So like the guy that came over, let's say his name is Toby. So Toby comes over and Toby is like, Dio, let's go and link Vanessa, let's go and link her. And I'm like, I bet for sure, you know. Toby pulls up to my house, you know, we chill for a bit, we eat, and then we drive down to Vanessa's house, you know. So we get to Vanessa's house, she opens the door, she's like, hi guys, how you guys doing, blah 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 blah, you know, and we're all just chilling, you know. And like I said, she had a boyfriend, you know. Me, when it comes to like relationships and things like that, I'm not the kind of like, if I know you have a man, you know, I will, you know, I'm going to respect that, because I don't want someone like if I ever do get a girlfriend, I don't want someone hanging out with my girlfriend in that manner. I don't want someone to cheat. Like I don't want to, like, you get what I'm saying? Like I don't want someone, I don't want to be the guy that's cheating, you know, with, no, how would I put it? I don't want to be the reason that someone's relationship falls apart. If you get what I'm saying, like that's not the kind of, don't be that kind of person I be at all. So anyways, you know, we get to the house, we're all chilling in the living room, you know, and we're just gisting, genuinely having a good time. I think she had a piano in our house, you know. Back then I used to play the piano. Yes, I used to play the piano. If you don't believe me, that is your business. But yo, I was playing the piano, I was doing my thing, you know. Toby was out there, you know, just talking to her, chatting to her, and it was chill, you know, everything was okay. So I get thirsty, you know, and when I say thirsty, I'm not talking like sexual thirsty. I was literally thirsty, like I wanted to drink something. So I'm like, alright, for sure, you know, like, Vanessa, can I get like a drink or some water? And she's like, oh yeah, you can, you know, let me just take you to the kitchen and, you know, you can drink some iced tea. She had iced tea. So I get to the kitchen, she brings out the iced tea, and, you know, it's chill. So I'm just pouring the iced tea inside the glass, you guys. And next thing you know, her dad comes through the kitchen door. I'm like, what the heck? You know, I'm like, oh, hi there. You know, I mean, like, when it comes, my intentions that day were very pure, you know, like I wasn't looking to do anything crazy. Toby wasn't looking to do anything crazy. It was just super chill vibes, you guys. It was just chill vibes. Her dad comes and he's like, who are you? What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Yo, her dad grabs a belt, bro. He grabs a belt. I'm like, what's going on? He swings. Bro, I'm like, oh. Okay, and he's out there swinging the belt, you know. And next thing you know, bro, he missed me. Next thing you know, he's beating his daughter. I'm like, bro. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? He's beating her in front of me, bro. I then run to the living room, you know. Toby was in the living room when I was getting the drink, you know. So he tried to escape. I saw him trying to escape through the front door. My brother, bro, policeman and Vanessa's mom, bro. Policeman and Vanessa's mom they just come in through the front door. So the back door, her dad was there. The front door, it was police and it was her mom, bro. When I say that I was scared, you guys, I was scared for my life. Cause I'm like, what's going on? Like, back in the day, we all used to hang out together, you know, like we had a squad, you know. Sometimes we'll chill in the girls' houses, other times they'll come to my house. More times than not, it was my house, you know. But everything was calm, you know. Like in my mind, I'm like, free yard, and there's 3 of us. Like, what's going on? But anyways, I'm looking at this guy beats his daughter. The police come and they're like, yo, kneel down. I'm like, what? So me and Toby are kneeling down in the living room, handcuffed, bro. You guys, I can't believe that, like, this actually happened, you know. We were handcuffed, you know, just there, and we were scared. You guys, when I say I was shaking, bro, I think I was like 17 at the time, you know. So imagine, like, being 17 and then you're just chilling at this girl's house, and next thing you know, her dad comes through the back door, and then police come through the front door. police come through the front door with guns, bro, and you're 17. How are you meant to feel, bro? Yo, and you're just looking at the guy beating his. It was insane. It was insane. But anyways, you know, we're kneeling down, and he's like, "Who are you? What's your name? Why are you in my house?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know, you guys, I was so scared. I'm like, "Oh, my name is Dio." You know, Toby did not say a word, bro. Toby did not say a word. He was scared shitless. But I was talking, you know, I was like, "Oh, my name is Dio." I was scared too, but like I was talking, you know. So he came to my house, you know. He's like, "What are your names? What are your addresses? Give me your parents' phone numbers." You guys, I was like, bro, today is the day that I die, bro. I was so scared. So I'm like, "Oh, my name is Dio Williams." He's like, "Oh, how do you know my daughter?" And I'm not like, "Oh, I went to high school with her sister," you know, because back then, you know, I don't want to disclose the high school that I went to just in case I end up making it on YouTube, and you know, yeah, like I don't want to disclose. In fact, I don't care. I went to Green Springs, and I'm like, yeah, like I met her through her sister, you know, in Green Springs, blah 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 blah. You know, they're like, what does your dad do? You know, who are your parents? I'm like, my dad is a lawyer. You guys, once I said my dad was a lawyer, bro, they uncuffed us. They said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Yo, lawyers have motion, bro. Like I didn't know how much motion my dad had until like I grew up. Like now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, like my dad low-key had power, you know. Cause they uncuffed us, you know, they were like, "Oh, we're sorry, it was a misunderstanding." They said that they thought like, so at the time she, like I said, she had a boyfriend, you know. And apparently her boyfriend used to come to the house and smoke weed in the house, and the house used to smell of weed, and she would lie and say that she didn't know what was going on, you know. I didn't know all of that, you know. I didn't know all that delinquency was going on back in the day, you know. So they thought it was us, you know. Long story short, they let us go. We drive back home, and you guys, we're just sitting in the house, shaking, bro. Like we were so shook at what just happened, bro. I was having flashbacks of this guy beating his daughter, like with the belt, bro. He had his belt, he was beating her. And my man, I'm like, you know, that's crazy. Long story short, she got grounded for the rest of the summer. That was tough. And we ended up, you know, just going scot-free, you know. I mean, I don't say scot-free, but then like we didn't do nothing, you know, so it was cool. But anyways, you know, yeah, that's the story time of how your boy almost got arrested, you guys. It was very, 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 very insane. Like when we were looking at this guy, I think that like the craziest thing was when he pulled out his belt. Like I vividly remember him pulling out his belt, bro. He was like a lion in that moment. It was like, you know, he was trying to save his daughter from us. And I'm like, you know, we're not the ones, you know, we're not the ones. But anyways, if you made it this far, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already done that, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm coming through with videos every single day. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.